All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David, that boy Ruff.
Lord forgive me, but it's time I returned to the old me. Thanks for having me on. And thanks to the listener who sent me this spooky bitch mug.
Are you a spooky bitch?
It'd be weird if I said I was. That's kind of for others to talk about privately in their own home.
You're the spookiest bitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dave, like, I've been out for a lot of spooky season, but you are the spookiest bitch I've ever met.
Thank you.
I'm the spookiest bitch you'll ever meet.
Ooh.
Dillon Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, guys. Happy to be here. Hey, welcome back, Will.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I'm going to be the first to welcome you back to the host seat.
Good to be here.
We missed you.
I missed the stew.
We had a guest tell me I wasn't a good host.
Really?
Yeah, Jake. He just sat right there. He's like, you guys miss Will right now. I was like,
Oh,
well,
yeah, he did kind of come at you sideways, didn't he?
He goes, Will's just really good at moving along the show. And I was like, I didn't think we were bogging that much, but apparently we were. So
And then
No, but
they've wrapped it up.
as a company that values transparency, I enjoy that Jake was being critical in the hosting seat himself.
it was great. Great guest.
I got a full night's sleep last night, boys.
Really?
I took some PEDs for it. I did take a Unisom last night as I knew that I was going to need to get a full night's rest before heading to the office. You know, it's a big day of content. I also didn't sleep after F1, but more on F1 later.
What's the hangover of a Unisom, if any?
There is a hangover of a Unisom. You know, I've tried several different sleep aids in the past, David.
Mm-hmm.
Unisom is not my go-to. I will say that the hangover from a Unisom is probably one of the worst from over-the-counter sleeping pills that I've experienced.
That's what I've heard.
I think Z-Quil is actually the leader in the clubhouse for me when it comes to having absolutely no hangover, but I don't really rock that. I try not to do very many of those.
Does melatonin mess with your dreams?
Melatonin gives me dreams that make me not want to take melatonin.
It gives me wild-ass dreams. It puts me to sleep. It also wakes me up at weird hours.
Sometimes it gives me such
Oh my
weird dreams that if I wake up from a dream at 3 a.m., I can't go back to sleep. So I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Why did my brain go here?
I'm not into that. I stick to early bird. That's non-spawn.
I mean, that's what's up.
You
Yeah.
know they're developing technology that you can actually play back your dream.
I don't need that.
Who's they?
My sister sent me an article. I didn't really think we could talk about it, but kind of came up organically. I believe it's our good friends in Japan have come up with the technology.
Where?
Japan.
How do they do that?
Great question. And, you know, probably something that I should look at before I bring it up on the show, but I'll give you a brief rundown right now. Actually, it's in vanish mode. Weird. Not on there. Cool. Thanks, Kristen.
I don't understand. Can someone explain to me what vanish mode is on Instagram?
It's
Wow.
it's like dust, or what was it?
Cyber dust?
Cyber dust.
So it makes your shit disappear?
yeah, I don't. What's the point?
Anytime I've ever been in it, I have not known how we got there. And I've been like, how do I turn this off? Like, I feel like I'm freaking the person out on the other end of this DM that I accidentally turned on vanish mode.
Is that for people who are cheating on
It
their
has to be, right?
significant others?
It has to
I don't know the purpose of it other than that.
I just feel like if you're
Sometimes I
going...
like to go back to a conversation I had with someone.
There
Seems
was
like
a time you were in vanish mode. I never knew why.
I've accidentally turned it on a couple of times, and I don't know, I don't really know how I.
it's
do
like a
it.
swipe up to turn it on. It's
Yeah.
not like some like thing that you have to go do. Like you can swipe weirdly and it turns on and suddenly you're like, oh, now I look like a creep. I'm about to like fire off a nude to a listener that I'm responding to.
It's for nudes and in
I hate
sexy
when that
messages.
happens.
Dude,
Sorry
I
to all the
hate-
listeners who have gotten our nudes.
It's just annoying. Yeah, to all the patrons from, you know, early 2020 who accidentally saw our nudes drop.
I'm gonna start sending nudes to people in vanish mode, so they can only get it for a short period of time.
You could do feet pics in vanish
It's
mode.
like any interaction with me.
Hmm?
I think this might have been fake news. I mean, I'm seeing some links to such a machine, the Dream Machine, but none of it's like looks reputable.
Like what are you gonna do? Go sit down on your TV, airplay your dream for your like wife from last night? Be like, dude, this was like. There's nothing worse than hearing about people's dreams being told like
Yeah.
at length. I don't want to watch someone's dream.
a sex dream, maybe, like to play back.
Is that legal?
To play back a sex
Like,
dream?
what if you had a sex dream with like Pam Anderson, and then you're watching it on
What?
on your digital copy from Japan, and then like suddenly it's like, wait, you're pretty much making like a weird version of AI porn.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good, like you're on a boat.
Of the sex dreams I've had, I don't recall having like dreams like of sex with people I like really want to have sex with though.
The coolest thing for my dreams is when I get to fly. That happens like once every like 3 months. and
Those
I
are
can, I can
sick.
control the flying, and
Those
it's
are
like
sick.
it's just lit.
It's been a long time since I've had one of those.
Yeah.
It would just be me watching videos of like trying to like fight somebody, but my punches are doing 0 damage, and I'm just punching over. And I'm like, oh, what's happened?
Or trying to tee off at Pebble Beach and you just can't get the ball to stay up on the tee.
I don't even know how to like initiate my swing.
Yeah.
I've had
Big
that
Dream
one.
needs to figure this out because the recurring stuff is just not cool. Don't play as reruns when I want the new shit.
The golf dream that so many golfers have had is a weird one.
Have you had that dream?
Absolutely, so many times.
For me, it's morphed from not having a backswing to me not having room to tee off because I'm left-handed.
Yeah, there's always something is getting in the way of my swing,
Yeah.
or I can't get the ball to stay, or I'm trying to hit it through like a tight window that like doesn't exist. Either way, I can't tee off, and after I struggle for a few minutes, like, okay, this is one of those fucked up dreams.
So I don't want to psychoanalyze you too much on the show, but do you think it has anything to do with your glaring lack of holding a handicap?
No,
Could be.
I don't see how those two things are correlated at all. Actually, David.
Like I mean,
If we have any mental health professionals out there that listen to Circling Back, first and foremost, thank you for coming down to our level. Secondly, if you would like to come on and break down our recurring horrible dreams, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
I'd be interested. We got a loaded show today. Should we just start off with some quick announcements real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Wilmot's Polo is still available. Backer 20 gets you 20% off everything from rowback.com. I got a new little pullover the other day called the Fritz. It's got some Michigans all over the pattern. I very much enjoy it. I wore it during the Big Blue game the other day. I did not know the plays going into the game, but I did enjoy how it felt. I will say that the collar on it was stiff, and I enjoyed how stiff that collar was. They got a ton of stuff over there on rowback.com.
Backer 20, by the way, but I would like to sneak in an announcement myself.
Sneak in one.
So we have hats that are we've teased them. They are at the fulfillment center. However, if you go to our website, the shop, washmedia.shop, you'll see it says sold out. That's not accurate. There's a syncing issue between our fulfillment center and Shopify. I'm working on it. I'm troubleshooting. I'm talking to customer service. So hopefully today that will get sorted out.
Behind the scenes,
Have they called a plumber?
It's good.
Hey,
Yeah, not a
It's a fist
sync issue. It's a syncing, like in sync.
So the hats are underwater.
Yes.
we're not circling a drain, are we?
No. Hopefully today, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They're
So
great
look out.
hats.
They are. Dave wore one to F1.
Yeah,
You looked fast in that thing, dude.
You should have seen how fast it was.
We'll be giving out updates to any shop stuff at washed.substack.com. Also, our Friday newsletter. Might be sprinkling in some other blog posts here in a little bit. We'll see. But obviously, everyone's here just to hear about spooky season. Spooky season resumes tomorrow. How many episodes do we have left, Dave? We have tomorrow and then the final on Halloween.
2.
It's almost like a leap year when spooky season finale falls on Halloween. Very horned.
Have we ever done one on Halloween?
I don't think so.
I don't think
I don't
so
think
either.
There's been 5 seasons of spooky season. So if my calendar math is correct, no.
Okay.
We also did our ghost tour video, which was spooky season adjacent. Go watch that over at youtube.com/circlingback. And as always, drop a 5-star review. You might get featured during Will's 5-star review of the week, everyone's favorite segment. It just goes crazy every week. You just see the listeners spike. But without further ado, we got some big stuff going on right now. As we all know, it's Dillon's 40th birthday today. Dillon, welcome to your 40s.
Yeah, thank you. You said you got a good night's sleep last night. I did not. I woke up very early thinking about turning 40. It was not great.
So it's owning real estate in your brain.
Woke up at 2 a.m. and just my mind was started racing because I'm now 40. My 30s are in the past. It's weird. It feels weird to be 40.
Were you just on that game 6 high?
No,
Little adrenaline dump?
no. I woke up thinking about like oh my god, I will never wake up as a 30-year-old again, or in my 30s. It was weird, man.
I did that entering my 30s, and I think my 30s have probably been goated in terms of my life.
Yeah. I certainly enjoyed my 30s. Had some highs and some lows, but it was great overall. I enjoyed them. 40,
Well-
I'm just a little I don't know.
What if we could give you a little boost?
What, like the jab?
We're not gonna give you
No,
a
we're not
live
gonna give you the
testosterone shot on camera right now. But what if we told you we had a little present for you?
I'd be interested in what this present is. But if you guys really thought of me, that makes my day. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, just thought you would like some recognition of your 40th, and I thought, hey man, we should do something nice for the guy. He is a part of the show.
Is there someone here?
He's the king.
I don't
What if
think
somebody
anyone's
just
here.
popped out from behind this
Yeah.
wall?
John Duda's back there.
Yeah,
or
what if
something?
Duda popped out from behind the set? That'd be sick.
Shout out to Cat Pat for the wide load image she sent to the group today, by the way. I hadn't thought
That
about
is
that
John
in a
Duda's
while.
name.
Randy, can you roll that footage?
What are you guys? What's going on here?
Hey Dillon, it's me, Sammy Sweetheart from the Jersey Shore, the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. And I hear it's your 40th birthday.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at me
baby.
fist pumping awkwardly with my left hand right now in honor of your 40th.
Nice
Now,
house.
this special birthday shout out was given to you from David Ruff. They told me that you are a sweet bitch, actually. So it looks like
true.
you joined
Facts.
the club right with me. But he also told me a little message that I want to just get right word for word. So I hope I say this right. He told me to just wish you a very special happy birthday, which you deserve. It's your 40th. That's a huge birthday. So honestly, I do hope you have the best birthday ever. But he also said for me to tell you to get your ZA card. Oh, wait. Look, I'm already messing up. He also told me to tell you to play your ZA card this week and to get your drip up. So
Yeah,
make
fair.
sure you do that, Dillon, per your friend, David Ruff.
Again.
And also, he included your Instagram handle. And I did look, and it looks like you have an amazing son and an amazing life going
She's
on
been
for
on
you.
your gram,
So,
dude.
Dillon, I just want to say thank you so much for being a fan of me and for just watching
follow,
the show
huh?
Jersey Shore. It means a lot to me. So thank you. And yeah, just for supporting me through all these years. Seriously, thank you. And what's really cool is now I could say happy birthday to you. I hope we're going to celebrate Jersey Shore style. Hope you fist bump over there. I hope you have a blast. It looks like you're from Texas. And I actually have some family members out in Texas. So if you
Let's
are
link.
from Texas, they live in Houston. You never know. Maybe I'll be out in Texas one of these days. But yeah, you rock. You're awesome. I hope you have the best 40th ever. And your friend David just wanted you to have the best 40th ever. And that's why he chose me to give you this shout out.
Only your friend
So
David.
Dylan, happy
Just me.
happy birthday. And don't forget to tune in
Not
every
the fellas.
Thursday on MTV 8 p.m.
No days off.
I'm back and it's like I
Hell
never
yeah,
left my
Sam.
roommate since 2009.
Always be
Happy
promoting.
40th
Yep.
birthday, Dylan.
Yep.
Oh, that is just the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
First of all, thank you. Second of all, she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
She looks great.
She does like a god.
Thirdly, how did you settle on Sammy Sweetheart for this?
Well,
Dan?
when Dave and I came up with the budget for this a couple months ago, we were like, what's the best way we can spend this $5,000? And so we found her.
you found Sammy Sweetheart. Well,
So-
thanks, guys. I was not expecting to hear from Sammy Sweetheart
It
today.
was not being critical of Sammy. Sammy's the best. That's why we chose Sammy.
Yeah.
But I did say from the fellas. But
Okay.
until I got my first and last name read by Sammy Sweetheart twice, which I'm not completely mad about. That's something that, you talk about dreams. You put me to the dream machine. It's just her saying my name.
Mm-hmm.
First and last.
She went to the Grom, but I didn't get a follow or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of BS.
she looked
dude.
at the gram though.
She did, which I appreciate.
She probably loves that you're a juiced up gorilla.
Mitch, I don't think I'm juiced up enough for her.
I don't know. You got some pics on there that might indicate some juice.
I don't know, man. Yeah, she saw Parks on there.
I think she likes the way you look.
shut Dora a follow and just see what happens. She's
Maybe.
the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
I think you get verified first.
Okay,
Yeah, verify yourself, then hit Sammy with the follow.
get on that radar.
She and Plain Lady could be sisters.
Yeah,
And I mean that as a pure compliment to both of them.
when she popped up on the screen, I was like, okay, who is this? I saw it was cameo. I was like,
Did you think it was Tiffany Gomez for a second? Her we can't afford her cameos.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out until she started talking, and then you could hear it in her voice. But sweetest bitch, man. Dave, actually, fellas, thank you for that.
Hey.
Dave spearheaded that.
Yeah,
Dave spearheaded.
I could have figured that out. Yeah, that means a lot.
Cameo's cool.
I forget about cameo.
One of the most fun things to do is just to scroll Cameo and
I know.
just see who's on there. There was somebody
Yeah, who got left on the cutting room floor, Dave?
What does Sammy cost, by the way?
Oh, that's tacky. It's,
$50, $100?
Yes,
$100?
ish. Yeah.
Oh, that's worth it. She gave us our money's worth.
Oh, we're gonna
She talked for 3 minutes.
I want to get some. I want to isolate some things she said just for future use. Just because it's great. Just her mainly saying your name, my name,
Not Will's.
not Will's, not the fellas,
Did it
not
get you a
Randy.
little excited to hear her say your name?
It was weird, honestly. Like it's like, oh, that is me. Did you look at my gram? Did you see my son and my partner?
Juiced up gorilla heads.
I'm definitely not her type. You might. Well, you maybe a year ago when you were at your biggest.
I need to put on
Avocado Dillon could have gotten.
I need to put on about 40 lbs
Yeah.
of good mass.
I did a quick look at her gram. It looks like she is dating a guy who does appear to be.
Is he a juice head?
I don't know if he's a juice head, but he does look juiced up gorilla adjacent.
So she's not with
Damn, she's got a lot
Ron
of
anymore.
followers.
No, Ron's out of the
It's probably
picture.
good. Yeah, Ron seemed a little toxic.
Yeah, she looks great.
I love the fact that she hit us with that promo.
She had to, dude.
Yeah.
If I ever did a cameo for someone and I was getting paid for it, I think I'd throw a circling back at the end, right? You got to.
Yes.
You got to. Throw up a
Yes.
QR code, maybe. It's
Yeah.
time.
Her boyfriend's definitely a gorilla head.
It's time for This Weekend in Fun. Or should I say This Weekend in F1, presented by our friends over at Alfa Romeo, baby. We love the Tonale, but not only do we love the Tonale, we now love Alfa Romeo just as a company itself. They could not have treated us better, and I've fallen head over heels for them. They got the all-new Tonale. It's loaded with tech. They got the large touchscreen. They got the safety tech, the automatic emergency braking, stuff like that. If you want an updated vehicle, look no further than Alfa Romeo. I had the absolute pleasure of renting an Alfa Romeo while I was on vacation this year.
Oh.
And I felt like I was just whipping around everywhere in that thing. It feels so good to get in the driver's seat.
That's that alpha performance, dude.
Dude, it's the Italian exterior and the interior design that just stands out.
For me, it's just the Italian craftsmanship all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very bene.
Very sleek, very good looking, very the performance of that car is really impressive too.
They're also helping the environment. They got the plug-in hybrid technology, the freedom to choose between gas or electric. It's got it all. Slide into a Tonale. Do it for us. Do it for us. If you want to learn more about Alfa Romeo Tonales, head over to alfaromeousa.com and make it happen. But without further ado, I think it's time we talk just purely about our time at F1 on Saturday and what a time it was. First F1 race for both of you guys, right?
Correct. Yeah, it was. Look, first of all, thank you to the people of Alfa Romeo. They took excellent care of us.
As far as company events go, when we get taken to an event or we get taken somewhere, Alfa Romeo impressed me so much on everything that they did with us. They had a built-out schedule for us. They sent us to all the cool spots. It was just awesome.
Shout out to Kara and Vince, who were kind of our escorted us around, and they're our go-to, points of contact on the ground there. Allegra as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them. They took very good care of us. Yeah, it was so much fun. But you're right. They had like you got to be here at this time. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do this. Go get some drinks. Come back in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was perfect. Got some donuts.
They put us in the paddock area, which I did not realize. I knew the paddock area was a hot area to be in. I did not realize how hot it was to be there.
Yeah.
Like every single driver you could have ever wanted to see was just casually walking around that area, hanging out.
They're just like
Didn't
bumping
expect
into
that.
you. Bumping
Like,
into you almost.
You literally almost got trucked by Carlos.
I know. I did.
I ran into Carlos Sainz's kid.
Ah.
A truck sticked the little dude. And then he looked frantic, and I was like, hold on, like what just happened? Then when I saw them walking away, I was like, oh, it's probably because they thought I was like
Yeah.
trying to like meet him.
You got to have your head on a swivel in there because you're gonna miss somebody really important if you're not paying attention.
We were just kind of standing out there, and I lumbered over to this little red carpet area just to see what was going on. And suddenly Lewis Hamilton pops out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my God.
You
Just-
couldn't miss him. He was rocking just a fire fit.
He gets fits off. That's what he does.
Yeah.
I bricked it. I bricked my Lewis Hamilton
You did.
interaction. I pulled out my phone to take a camera of him walking down the red carpet. And when I reviewed that video, I did not catch any of him in the actual video. I was too busy gawking at him from the side.
He has a certain aura about him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's just one of those types.
We did get the opportunity to do a little meet and greet with the Alfa Romeo drivers.
Yes, we did.
That was sick.
Joe, and Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas.
I've been a Terry fan for a while now. I was a Terry fan when he was driving for Mercedes. I was a Terry fan, obviously, when he showed his butt on Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of generally enjoy his vibe. So to meet him was just pretty sick. And the way that he interacted with us and the way that Joe interacted with us, I will always cheer for them during any Grand Prix.
Yeah, look, they get shuffled around to these things quite a bit where they have to sit down and talk to fans and people who pay for experiences like that. So I get how like it would be just really annoying after a while. They didn't seem annoyed with us. They were like, they talked to us, they answered our questions, they offered. At one point, Valtteri pulled out his phone and showed us some boots that he got at
Alan.
Allen's.
I thought he was, when he pulled out his phone, I was like, oh,
I thought he was
lost him.
texting his
It's
lady.
over. He's texting his boys like, dude, I'm with these dorks from a podcast. Like, I shouldn't be hanging out with these guys. And then when he flipped his phone around and showed us his boots, I was like, oh, he's in the personal camera role
Yeah.
right now. We're in the trust tree.
Nice guys.
He's rocking what looked like black snip toe boots with the little metal insert on the tip of the boot. Very, very aggressive style, which I respect.
When you know you're gonna wear the boots like one time, like you can get a little crazy with them.
Have y'all heard? Y'all haven't heard?
Heard what?
I think I'm gonna slide in some cowboy boots.
It's about time.
Told Randy this. I finally have pants in my wardrobe that can go well with boots.
What kind are you gonna get?
I think I'm gonna go with our boys over at Tecovas. I like the price point. I like the look of their boots, and I
Yeah.
think it's a good place to start. I think it's a good starter boot for me. I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to go spend like $1,200 on a pair of Cayman boots.
Nah.
Chill out, Randy. And so
Don't
like
do
I
that.
think I'm just gonna do
Okay.
that.
That's exciting.
I'm excited.
news.
Yeah, I have one pair of pants that I think are going to go really well with a pair of boots, and so I think this week I might, or maybe when Randy's free, I might drag Randy to the store with me and try on some boots.
Dude, I want to go with you.
I want to do I want to do a video.
I want to go to the store. I just like being in there and smelling the leather.
Mm-hmm. I would be lying if I said that Terry didn't inspire me a little bit. And once I started realizing that I had the pants for it, I was like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
So
It's time.
the bit for these F1 drivers when they come to Austin, it seems like a lot of the teams, they immediately go get Western cowboy wear.
Yes.
And so I asked, I was like, do y'all just have do y'all get this every time you come to Austin? And they're like, yeah. So they have, in theory, just like a collection of sick Western gear just at their house.
And you ask him, one of you guys asked him if he takes it back home with him. He's like, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, like I don't have to.
Yeah.
How devastating is it about the hats?
We left our hats behind. We had signed Bodice hats, and unfortunately, we forgot to get them as we were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping that we can somehow secure these hats.
The garage tour was also really cool.
It's not pronounced that way. It's pronounced garage.
The garage tour was very cool, although everything in there seemed extremely breakable and expensive. So they tell you not to touch anything, and I get it.
Did y'all know? Like, did you? I feel like from the video game alone, you knew about the tire strategy.
Wait, I'm sorry, say again?
When you played out the F1 video game, like, did you learn the tire strategy during the video game, or did you just like let it automatically do it for you? Because when he was explaining all that, I was like, I'm really annoyed with myself that I know this from the F1 2019 video game.
About how they have like it coded?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's all open air radio.
Well, no, just like the strategy of the slick tires versus the whatever.
I think I figured it out either from the documentary or from playing the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
They took us around to everywhere. They took us to where they heat the tires. They took us to where they do the engines, which they never like. Even the guys that were working on the engines that were covered, those guys were still like shielding us from seeing anything.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was crazy.
We couldn't take
I wonder
any
why.
footage in the actual garage.
It's proprietary. We don't have the tech, and they don't want us to have that tech.
Ferrari engines, by the way.
Dude,
A lot of them do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
cut that out. Kidding. That's a known thing, right?
Yeah.
How funny would that be?
Yeah.
You get a
We
call.
get in trouble. Oh, they're doing the qualifier for the sprint race, and we got to listen in on the radio from the garage.
Oh yeah, we were
The
just straight up
garage.
in the pit
That was
with
freaking
headphones
cool.
on, doing that. I had no clue what was going on. I asked Dave before because Lewis and Leclerc got disqualified after, and I asked Dave if he saw the FIA guy inspecting Terry's car when we were sitting in there.
I didn't notice it.
Did you notice it?
No.
It made sense that you wouldn't notice it because there was so much going on, but I couldn't stop getting distracted by the guy. He was just kind of walking around the car, looking at it, scoping it out, and doing his
Really?
thing. I was like, man, that's the scary thing to have in the garage if you're there. Garage.
The headphones and the thing that it was connected to.
The radio.
Yeah, the radio. What? I kept looking down to make sure I was on like microphone off mode because I was like, what if I accidentally like hit a button and I'm like accidentally talking to Joe or whoever's out there driving?
Yeah.
That would be the funniest onboard video of all time if Dave just hops on and starts chopping it up with Joe.
Dude, how's it going out there, man? What do you see? What are you seeing, man?
Watch that turn 6, player.
Dude, my lap is gonna be so hot later.
Yeah, I do the hot laps too.
It was very interesting going to the bathroom and just like walking by drivers going to the same bathroom.
That felt weird.
Like Yuki popped out of a stall in bathroom like as I was walking over to it, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, Yuki?"
Oh yeah. Also, Bottas called us out for having beers before 11 a.m. or whatever.
No, he liked it.
Yeah.
He said he
pointed at him.
respected it.
Yeah.
We were sipping on that Singha.
It's good.
It's a good
It
beer.
was crispy.
It's a good beer at 10:30.
Is it weird that y'all had a slower lap than I did? That I qualified higher than you guys?
I don't think that's accurate.
Is that true?
Yeah, me and my guy did such a fast lap that they actually gave us official points for it.
You got lap of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's crazy because they were saying that I had the hottest lap.
Really? Dillon kept on calling it a thought laugh in front of the Alfa Romeo people. And I was like, Dillon, stop, dude. It's not funny.
I had him pull over at one point. I saw some baddies in the stands, so I could holler at him, and then we just kept going.
That's really, you were able to pinpoint baddies.
Yeah. I said, hey, see those three right there?
I did think it was funny that for your hot lap, you did it Dumb and Dumber style. Or no, Ace Ventura style. And you just put your head out the entire time.
Dude, yeah. Man, how hard they have to brake on the turns was crazy.
Well, they're
the
not
first
race
one.
cars, so they had to like brake numerous times. And it's like, I really hope these don't go out.
Well, he was downshifting and braking at the same time.
Did it
was just-
concern y'all when they had to like take the blowers out in between laps and like cool down the car?
Cool down the brakes? Yeah.
It concerned me that they had the same blower that I have in my garage right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a little battery blower, which I think is
Are you going to start cooling down your brakes when you get?
Is that what
when
that-
you slide home in your Jeep?
I
is that
asked
the
the guy,
point?
so you guys are cooling the brakes, and he goes, yeah, doesn't really do much.
I can't imagine
good
that the
look,
10
though.
seconds of a leaf blower blowing on those brakes does anything,
No,
but it
they're-
made me feel cool.
It's just blowing it's not even cold air. It's just blowing air.
Was there any moment that you thought like, uh-oh, like for you, like during the hot lap? That
We
you
fishtailed
might-
at one point a little bit.
We
on
did
one of the
too.
turns,
We
just-
did too, which I actually,
for a sec.
I loved that.
He
I
was
wanted to
pushing
feel a
that
little
thing hard.
danger.
We have very produced videos of our onboards, so I'm sure we will post those in some capacity on the Washed Media or on the Circling Back Instagram.
I'm glad we didn't try to bring our GoPros.
Was that tossed around?
We thought we were like, because we didn't know that they were going to have cameras, and we certainly didn't know the level of production of the video we'd be getting. And if we brought it would have just been funny if we're like, can I stick this little GoPro on my hat here? The helmets were dope.
So I knew I needed to get a bigger helmet, but by the time I made that decision, it was kind of like you can't go back now. And
Yeah.
like my cheeks were just squishing into it. It was just not a great scene.
I could use a bigger one too.
Well, you got a fucking huge head though.
My head is larger than most. Yes, thank you.
I just want to get out in front of this. If you see some moisture on my face running down my
crying.
cheek, it's not actually tears of sadness. It's tears of adrenaline. Look it up. Like they say, like the people with like the most testosterone and the most adrenaline, like often will have to like release some of that because your body can't support it. So it releases it in the form of tears. So that's why it looks like I'm crying. Okay.
It's not because the driver was playing Fast Car by Tracy Chapman.
He played the other version. I was like, dude.
Did y'all hit the aux?
No, I didn't get to turn the radio on.
If you get in the car and he throws you the aux and you have like 10 seconds
That's
before,
so much
what do
pressure.
you even put
Oh,
on?
Freebird going to like the 4-minute mark.
The only so I've only been to Jackson Hole once. So what I'm talking, and it was for work, so it wasn't a bougie trip. But as we were descending in the plane into Jackson Hole, which is in like the middle of a mountain range, you're
Mhm.
pretty much going straight down. It feels like at one point in a commercial jet, and I was listening to Freebird at the time, and the
Hell
way that
yeah.
I felt invincible going into Jackson Hole,
That's-
listening to that guitar
were.
solo as we went down.
That's sick.
I'm going Kenny Loggins.
I get it. Both of those are top picks.
I had the aviators on. Y'all saw that.
My lap was fairly silent. I honestly like I wasn't sure how much I should like bother him, even though he's a professional driver. It wasn't Terry or Joe, but it was I think his name was Dan.
Just some dudes.
He was tight, but mine. If I don't even know if we'll post the whole video, I'm very silent and like it's funny. I joked to Dylan. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a video of me having that much fun, like for that much time. And I'm like, wow, I really was kind of just taking it all in. Also trying not to blow chunks.
It's a fun track. That first turn is just straight up.
So cool.
It's great.
So cool. If anyone had an opportunity to go to a F1 race, just go do it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And support Alfa Romeo.
Turns out it's very loud.
When they let us after the garage tour, they let us go out to the
pit lane walk.
pit lane, and then like there was a point where they were revving the engine of Terry's car. There were cars flying by us behind us. And the cyclone of sound that was happening, I was just like, dude, this is so
It was a
fucking
lot.
cool.
They were also practicing their pit stops while we're doing the pit lane walk. And what do you call it? The tool they used?
It's called the.
Yeah, that thing. That's a cool sound too.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That was good.
Have you been working on your sounds?
Yeah. Yeah.
First that laugh for spooky, now the do it again.
That's what it sounds like.
You try it now. I'm gonna try it. Ready? Mine's faster.
They do have some quicker ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a fast change.
Yeah, dude, like 1.2
That was fucking impressive,
seconds.
dude.
World record.
That was fun.
Did y'all see any coverage from yesterday where you were like, damn, could have rubbed elbows with these people?
Yeah,
lot.
so we didn't get to go out on Sunday like we originally thought we were going to. And there were some heavy hitters out there yesterday.
I saw a
Royalty.
photo of Prince Harry standing in the exact spot that we were just kind of lingering in for a majority of the day.
We
PH
gotta
was
let
out
it,
there?
gotta let it linger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought we could have linked and built with Prince Harry, but it just simply didn't happen. Obviously Marsden's like a top pick for like anybody. Like it's just Marsden.
Rory was out there the day we were.
Yeah.
Didn't see him,
Mhm.
but he was there. Adam Driver was there all weekend.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
We saw Chloe. What was her name? Chloe.
Who's that?
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Randy, do you know the name of the actress that we saw? Someone spotted her. I didn't know who she was, but I mean,
From
it was
Chloe Grace Moretz,
From
who
Zombieland.
Alyssa was very familiar with.
yeah.
I've seen her in some stuff. She's in Zombieland.
Dave and I were just total narps, just being like, "Dad, I'm not really sure."
She
who that
looked
is."
very approachable. She looked very nice.
Every single person in our area
Personality.
looked approachable because it was just like it was a pretty chill stitch overall.
Everybody was very, very much like not in awe, but like very like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like no one looked like they weren't having a good time. Who is the former E correspondent that was out there yesterday with Alpha?
Daisy Fuentes.
Oh,
Daisy Fuentes was out there?
I don't know.
No,
I'm not
no.
sure. I'm not sure.
Oh.
What was your favorite item from the Alfa Romeo lunch buffet, which was absolutely bussing with good food?
y'all stole all the tenderloin. I
Yeah,
had to wait. Me
buddy.
and the other dude from Alpha had to wait for it.
Okay, tell me what I should have done there. There were 2 pieces of tenderloin
No, you had
left,
to.
and I wanted to eat some meat.
You can't leave one
Dude,
piece of tenderloin.
It was really good.
The tenderloin melted in your mouth.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why we were just up there hovering, and
Oh, you're waiting.
we looked at the rest of the line like, dude, we're not going anywhere.
It was all good. I piled my plate. I could have gone back, but I didn't want to be like that guy.
The guy in front of me took about 4 giant, really good-looking pieces of tenderloin. I thought he was going to take it all and just leave me out to dry, and he left me 2 really shitty pieces.
That little shrimp dish was good too.
dude, it was
with
a
the
whole
capers
vibe.
in it.
Whole vibe.
Really good.
Shout out to Alfa Romeo. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Terry and Joe. Dogs.
That was a fun experience. man.
Dogs. It's officially fall, boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not just because it's finally a little bit cooler outside, but because Dunkin says it is. And because it's fall, Dunkin's serving up the legend, the icon, the pumpkin spice signature latte. You know what it is. Snag one at your local Dunkin' or give the rest of their fall menu a try. We're talking nutty pumpkin coffee, pumpkin cake donuts, pumpkin muffins, and Dave's favorite, the maple, sugar, bacon breakfast sandwich. And here's the kicker. If you're a Dunkin' Rewards member, exclusive limited time offers are always on the horizon. Talking free coffee Mondays where members kick off their week with a free medium hot or iced coffee with a purchase. All you have to do is download that app, make it happen. It's real easy. It's super easy to become a member. Just head over to the app or you can visit DunkinRewards.com. And when you sign up, you earn points towards free drinks and food, and you can gain access to exclusive deals or unlock secret menu items. America runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So some things happened on the timeline this week, which made me do a little deep dive because I had to know what was going on. Anytime I see Buffalo Wild Wings in the news cycle, or at least maybe, when I famously keep my ear to the streets and I hear Buffalo Wild Wings happening, you got to dive in. And I'm not sure that I'm happy with what's going on. This actually happened in September, but I think the PR team at B-Dubs did such a good job of kind of dampening the story that we didn't actually get it in the mainstream media.
Did you know that there's one member of Wash Media, at least one, who's never been to a B-Dubs?
Is this Brett?
Nope.
It was me.
It's this guy.
You've never been to a B-Dubs.
Never.
We had an ad deal with B-Dubs at Grant. Oh no, you had just been let go.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
we
had
missed the B-Dubs bag?
Yeah, we did a full 12-person B-Dubs lunch at B-Dubs after you guys were let go.
We miss all the good
What the
shit.
hell?
I
were
felt
they
like
waiting?
ass after.
They were waiting till Dillon got let go. They're like, all right, now let's do it. That guy's never been. He doesn't know what it's all about.
I
That's
cannot
funny.
explain to you the lack of energy at the group lunches that we had at Grand X after y'all were let go.
Yeah.
It was just zombies just hanging out.
You had no gas.
Well, a tweet was sent to one of our group chats this week. We've got several Wash Media group chats about someone getting topped off at a B-Dubs. And I was like, well, that seems normal. I think they do all-you-can-drink soda.
I was going to say, yeah, you just fill your drink back up? What does that mean?
apparently the kids these days use topped off as a slang term for oral sex.
Oh, come on,
Really?
kids.
Be better.
Damn kids.
Freaking kids. They're freaking with that, John. Are you serious?
The original tweet was about a gentleman who was trying to get topped off, as the kids say, at a B-dubs. And this was all through the subreddit. And so I decided to go into the subreddit I decided to do a little more research on this. And Randy, if you could queue up some of these, it's a little inappropriate. So if you're around children, please cover their ears.
Ooh.
Do you guys want to read some of these to me?
I think Dave should read these.
Is it safe to go to B-dubs? Dry, ashy penis. Where to go? Somebody suck me. I'm wondering if anyone knows B-dubs girls in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, SD. Pro tip, waitress, tipped, D, ? Topped. I don't know what's going on.
One
here.
user questioned, if I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, are there going to be people clawing at my waistline trying to suck me?
Okay.
I'm saving myself for marriage, so I'm just making sure I'm okay.
So did this get posted in a subreddit, and then did Reddit just completely take this and double down and triple down and quadruple down and like has been running with it?
Here's one that says, my 3 daughters all work at B-dubs and love it. My wife is a manager there. Should I be concerned?
The B-dubs in Lubbock? Is that what you said?
No.
B-dubs where? Because if it's Lubbock, then yeah, you should be very concerned.
This one does not specify which location.
Okay.
Somebody has edited a menu to include 10 boneless wings plus fries plus BJ for 1,000 calories.
Oh, by the way, I sent you that column, B-dubs and blowjob day. I don't know if it's going to get posted on
Yeah,
page.
we should post that during a major ad deal that we have, like we did at PGP.
Can we tell that story? Have
Why
we
do
ever
pe-
told that? Because I didn't realize
Someone
that.
always wanted to jump on that shit at Grand X, and it drove me insane.
Someone posted a photo of a B-dubs interior, which has made me realize that every B-dubs interior is the exact same. And it just looks like the one from my hometown. This says, nobody inside, nobody outside. Do I check the nearest hotel? Already popped a Blue Chew. D is throbbing.
Come
Shout out to
on.
Blue Chew. I think the former Touching Base sponsor.
This guy showed up ready to go.
I love the internet for a lot of reasons, but like I really enjoy the fact that people just decided to start piling onto the B-dubs Reddit, and then B-dubs corporate definitely had to have a conversation about this.
Backing up a bit, when Touching Base, when we had that Blue Chew sponsorship, they sent me so much Blue Chew.
I don't think I ever got any.
And I have it I have a cabinet full of Blue Chew that I haven't used, but now that I'm
You still
40,
have it?
Now that I'm 40, who knows?
Does it expire? Does it have an expiry date?
I don't know.
You should use it for like workout purposes. It's a banned substance, right? You get in trouble if you're an athlete.
Just to get bricked up while I work out? What does that do?
No,
for
blood
me?
flow.
Okay.
Think about it.
So someone said, they gave context in an anonymous account. It said, the sub was normal / boring / barely active a week ago. And someone posts claiming a girl gave him a blowjob in the car park, and Redditors found that funny and are now pretending like there's this whole established underground thing with B-dubs.
It's like an off-menu order.
I was originally going to holster this and use it for my first for the return of Touching Base, a conspiracy podcast, and question whether or not B-dubs is a brothel, but it seemed to be just all hearsay.
I feel bad for the people currently working there who don't, are just minding their business, trying to earn a buck, and people are making jokes at their expense.
You don't think that there might be some more people walking in the doors when they hear about this? Like, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to get topped at B-dubs, but B-dubs wings sound better to me right now than they did 3 days ago.
Okay, you mean because it's being publicized, or or they want to be a part of the bit?
Here, pull up the B-dubs menu. Pull up their sauces, Dillon. Since you haven't been there, you don't have a familiarity with their sauces.
I don't.
Dave,
That's
I'm going to
sad.
assume that you know their sauce menu by heart. You sit down at B-dubs right now and you got an unlimited credit card. You got a gift card there that's just unlimited. What's your order? What are you going with?
All right, I got the sauces here.
I'm going garlic. I'm going traditional hot. And honestly, those are my two.
Ooh, Thai curry sounds good.
Thai curry is good.
Nashville hot, jam and jalapeno.
Oh, Nashville hot's a new one.
Original buffalo.
Original buffalo, you can't go wrong with.
Mango habanero. Blazing knockout is a new one.
You gotta be careful.
Honey barbecue, parmesan garlic, teriyaki, sweet BBQ.
I don't know if this is a psycho move, but I would get their potato wedges.
Never had
They
them.
used to cover them in cheese.
Mm.
I don't know if they still do that. So I'd slide into some of those. Then I think I'm going to go about 16 wings. I'm gonna split them 8 and 8.
Are their wings
Love
good?
that.
I'm gonna go Asian.
good.
I'm gonna go boneless in this scenario,
Better than Pluckers?
and I'm gonna go Asian zing and spicy garlic.
Nice. Spicy garlic, boys. You know, the first time I met KJ in real life was at the Cedar Hill, Texas Buffalo Wild Wings. We sat at the bar and we just talked about like, hey, we were Twitter friends.
That's actually where I met Sally for the first time too.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. We just
After you-
we looked into each other's eyes and just wiped each other's faces off with napkins.
Okay.
because we had sauce all over them.
That's really sweet.
That's cute. That's a meat cute.
Now look at you.
A
guys.
literal meat cute.
More of a chicken cute.
It's a literal meat cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're cute.
Mhm.
You're cute.
Mhm.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, man.
Cool.
Are you going to B-dubs for your birthday?
No. Parks wants to go to Home Slice.
Well, it's not his call, so
Well, I let him pick because
It's your call.
it's just the two of us tonight. We're going to Home Slice for Din.
so you're doing what Sammy said and you're playing your Zaw card?
I am just because Sammy Sweetheart said so, and because Parks said so. So
Okay.
P-Man.
I guess we'll just go to lunch somewhere or dinner somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll just cancel the reservation for the pool at Pop, and
we're doing dinner Friday.
You want to go to Perry's or something?
Yeah.
For the pork chop?
yeah,
We're doing dinner Friday.
Well, maybe. See about it.
Oh man, you got to show up. You don't have to, but I would like for you to.
What if I show up with Sammy? Not like as a date, but as a friend.
That'd be excellent.
what if you went on a date with Sammy at Sammy's?
Wow.
You
She
should,
thinks you live in
should DM
Houston.
her and be like, "Can I take you to dinner here?" Show her Sammy's.
You should.
That'll get her to Texas.
You should do a post on Instagram and you should tag her and acknowledge, like, "Hey, thank you for this." Or we'll do it. We'll post that video on Circling Back.
Send me the video.
Oh, I'm gonna send you the video.
I'll post it on my shit.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get topped off at B-dubs for your birthday.
No, that's probably not something I'll be trying to do this evening, especially since I'll be with
You don't
my
know
son.
what the night's gonna do.
I'll be with my son. It'll be a whole thing.
That's a
so
good point.
We'll probably just enjoy some Zaw at Home Slice and then call it a night and go home.
I heard Prince Harry hit the B-dubs after the F1 race. Yes, I did. Yes, I chop it from COTA to slaughter.
Okay.
Was Megan with him?
I don't know, dude. I don't care about her.
I don't either. She's in Suits though, and I'm tearing through Suits right now.
Why is everybody going through a Suits renaissance?
Because
Because
Netflix
Netflix
picked
is
it up.
putting it front and center.
It's not a good show.
It's entertaining, especially since Abigail Spencer's on there. Ooh wee!
Well, the new Jennifer Lawrence film on Netflix that dropped this weekend gets the Sunday Scaries rom-com seal of approval. It is rated R, so
Why
be
is that?
careful. Because there's a scene where Jennifer Lawrence is fully nude.
Dang it.
Fully nude.
Not a stitch of clothing.
I will say that if your ears just perked up and you got a little excited, it is not a particularly sexy scene.
Is she painted blue?
She looks like an X-Men character.
Mm.
Show her from the backside. She's like going full frontal.
I don't know how I can explain this to you, Dillon.
All right.
It's a funny scene.
That'd be aggressive.
She's a really good actress. She is
love her.
she's really funny in this movie, and it's like it was not. I expected it to be a shitty rom-com that I enjoyed. It was not a shitty rom-com. It was a good rom-com that I ended up enjoying.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
Yeah, check it out tonight.
What's it called?
I'll look it up.
Is it Bad Teacher?
I'll get back to you. Let me look it up.
Remember Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz?
Yeah.
People were really obsessed with that one. Never saw it. I am going to go see Killers of the Flower Moon this week. You want to go with me?
Dude, when I
Too
found
long.
out how long it was, I'm just not gonna watch that movie, especially in a theater.
Too long.
I'll probably run it back. I did read the book famously.
You didn't.
I did.
The Jennifer Lawrence movie is called
I read.
No Hard Feelings. It's a Jennifer Lawrence-led R-rated film about a 32-year-old woman who was hired by the parents of a 19-year-old boy to, quote, date his brains out. Opened this week to reviews that were, perhaps unsurprisingly, mixed.
That's a good movie review voice you have there.
Thank you.
That is a good. Have you been working on that too?
Yeah, I spent a lot of my paternity leave workshopping stuff.
Just doing better sounds.
Yeah, I got tired of updating the soundboard, so I figured I'd just teach my mouth to do it.
Okay.
I got nothing else.
Okay.
I got nothing else on B-dub's blowjob situations.
Let's talk Lucy. How about that?
Let's
Like,
talk
I love
about it.
Lucy.
No, Lucy is the tobaccoless nicotine pouches that we
yeah.
now sponsors our podcast, and I love them. I after lunch every day in the office, I pop a Lucy in. Gets me laser focused, gets me a little energy going. I took him to the F1 race. I used 3 of them the other day.
Whoa.
In one day.
Did you hit a mid hot lap Lucy?
I actually did have one for the hot lap.
It sounds like the time to have a Lucy, honestly.
I popped a freshie in for the hot lap.
A freshie for the hot lap.
Yeah. So they have pouches. They have called a breaker, which has a little flavor capsule that you bite down on to release the flavor, and then you put it in the upper lip. You even have gum, which I believe Dave's into.
The 2 milligram gum. Catch me chomping on one.
Yeah, it gets you
a little chompy.
Get you thinking deeper. Get you laser focused, like I said. Even it just increases your mood. I look, Lucy's great. Like I said, I use them every day now. I will be having one after lunch again today. 100% pure, tobacco-free nicotine. They have mango, wintergreen, mint, apple ice I had the other day, espresso flavor, Dave.
I got to try that.
Va bene.
Oh.
I think you should.
No one's talking about my double shot that I had in the Alfa Romeo lounge.
You did go double shot on
Dang.
Yeah.
Whether you use nicotine to focus better, get a boost in energy, or chill and relax, Lucy is made for your nicotine routine. If you want Lucy, go to lucy.co/steam and use promo code STEAM. Get 20% off your order. They offer you free shipping and a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co. Use code STEAM to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Paternity leave. You know your boy was on it. It's my second ever paternity leave.
Yeah, did you go dealt this time around or what?
Yeah. I talked to a couple houses.
Some good dudes.
Yeah, I got a few bids.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I did spend way more time on campus during this paternity leave than I thought I would.
Okay.
I went to campus numerous times.
Okay.
I even thrifted on campus, surrounded by college kids.
You thrifted.
I sent Dave a text message. I got some film developed one day. Intern Callie sent me the way of Lago Vista Film Lab on campus. They will develop your film and send you high-res prints within an hour. Highly recommend. Very cool. And so I went there and I decided to thrift one day when I had a little time during Fritz's nap. They had a spooky season shirt that I wanted to get Dave, but it would have looked like an Arby's polo on him because it was just fucking huge.
It's a cool shirt. I would have worn it.
If you were trying to thrift in Austin, Texas, going to campus is a great place to do it. Those stores are absolutely overflowing with dope shit. But I'm not here to talk about thrifting on campus.
Okay.
I will say that as someone who's now had 2 paternity leaves, it's nice to have one under your belt going into the second one. I'm excited for you to enter yours, Dave.
Yeah, I have a full head of knowledge, and I'm looking forward to it and being able to appreciate it more the second time around.
It's a little
You know what I
easier
mean?
the second time around from an anxiety perspective.
Yeah, doing it all over again without as much anxiety sounds delightful.
Like you have proven that you can keep a human alive.
But so far.
Thus far. I have been taking Fritz on his little scooter out in the parking lot lately, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to kill a car if it gets even remotely close to him.
We've got Rhodes so aware of cars that he is scared of the movie Cars. Like the Cars that's on Disney Plus.
The movie Cars. Yeah. Okay.
He's like he won't watch it. He says the cars are scary, and I'm like, dude, did we go too hard? Like warning him about vehicles.
He just doesn't like Lightning McQueen, dude.
I know. I'm like, I've never seen it.
He's
I'm
out
like,
on
I'd
Lightning.
love to watch it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this about round 2 of paternity leave. Week 1, absolutely electric. You feel great. You're riding the high. Kids just like feeding the entire time, just kind of sleeping the entire time, so you have nothing to worry about.
Got a new little Bambino in the
Dude,
house.
it's lit. And then week 2 hits you like a ton of fucking bricks, and suddenly the sleep catches up to you. Kids crying more, kids having more sleep issues, and suddenly you're just not sleeping. The worst night of sleep that I had that entire paternity leave was after F1 the other night. Went to bed at about probably 10, slept for 4 hours, and then didn't get to sleep the rest of the night.
That's tough.
It's
man.
just not ideal.
Yeah. Did Sally play the okay? You've been having fun all day card, so now you get to step up and take care of the kid.
I have learned through Fritz that when I return home from an event or something, if there are children awake, if there's a child awake, that you can't. I just roll in like, hey, all right, I'm gonna hop in the shower. Got to go dad mode.
Yeah.
This paternity leave, I did have more time to think, to sit around and just think about stuff. And so what I spent most of my time thinking about was food trains. What I found was that there's certain ways to do it. There's certain benefits to the food train. There's certain flexes that people do in the food train. You guys ready for my food train flexes?
Yeah.
We had probably the biggest food train flex that I've ever seen from somebody. I highly recommend having a child during Texas OU weekend when everyone from Austin is driving up to Dallas, because we had just an absolute overflow of kolaches from Check Stop in West Texas.
Thought you were going to say they brought you like deep fried PB&Js or deep fried butter.
Fried Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Would have.
Or some Fletcher's hot dogs.
I'm gonna give my award right now to my. I'm gonna give the trophy over to the people who had the single best food train run for us, and that was the kolaches from West Texas, Check Stop only, and that goes to my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, Emily and Ryan. It was just an all-time move from them. They even hit us with some pumpkin kolaches, which were just delightful.
Does anything travel as well as a kolache?
No,
I feel like you're
dude.
getting the same quality.
How do you guys heat up your kolaches at your house? Everyone's got a different method. It
It's
seems.
been a minute since I've done that, so I don't even know.
I wrap it in paper towel and I put it in the microwave for 25 seconds, and it seems to do the job for me. They heat up quick.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right.
I will also say one of the biggest flexes you can do on a food train if you're doing this for somebody is just by simply getting them dessert. I've had more cheesecake in the last 2 weeks than I've had in my entire life.
That's what you told me the other day.
I'm just feasting on cheesecake constantly. I didn't realize how popular cheesecake was as a dessert option in Austin, Texas. Apparently, it's a big dessert option at every pizza place in Austin, Texas. Not opposed to it. I think I gained probably 5 or 6 pounds over this paternity leave.
Daddy loves cheesecake.
It's one of my faves. It's in my top 3.
We had someone do an ultimate flex on us. I flexed so much that I had to waste food. I don't like wasting food. You guys know that about me. I'm a Clean Plate Club perennial member. We ordered some potato salad. Sally and I both got some sides of potato salad with our meal, and our friend decided to get us the biggest thing of potato salad I've ever seen. See that water bottle you have right in front of you, Dillon?
This one right here.
That's how big of a thing of potato salad they got us.
From where?
Local Foods downtown.
I still have never been to that
Goated
place.
potato salad in my eyes. It's just so good. I ate so much potato salad that I simply couldn't eat anymore. It was coming out of my ears.
That's a problem.
But upgrading someone, if someone has 2 common sides, then you upgrade them and get them a larger side. It's such a J.R. Hickey nice touch. My final flex that I think is actually a great one. The Ruff family actually did this.
Aw.
The gift card. The DoorDash gift card, the Postmates gift card, the Uber Eats gift card. That is always welcome to anyone on paternity leave. It's just a great thing. To anyone who gave us food, it was awesome. We have too much food now, and I'm going to retire from our food train.
I love that.
You just get forced to play your Zot cards so many times, Dave, that I'm worried about you going on paternity leave.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to look at it, see if there's an exception carved out for paternity leave.
Yeah, do they have like a grace period after you have a kid?
There should be a month grace period. All I want is either delivery service gift cards or tuna melts.
It's good.
Homemade tuna melts.
Yep. I can do that for you. I kept on, Sally was like, why are you on the patio? It's 2 a.m. And I was like, well, I thought Dave might be making gumbo this weekend, and I was kind of hoping you might stop by. She's like, just go to bed, Will.
It's not happening.
Just go to bed.
Well, this weather's been in and out of gumbo weather.
Yeah. If every morning was like it has been, then every day would be gumbo day.
God bless, man. Mornings have been great.
Today was it wasn't very cool, but
We got
nice
some good
and
rain.
rainy. Yeah.
Decent rain.
How was that rain last night, boys? I missed it when I was on my over-the-counter sleep drugs.
Quiet. But I didn't hear any thunder.
I couldn't believe how wet everything was this morning when I took Rosie out.
It's a nice feeling, right?
Yeah. Stella does not like to go out and pee when it's raining, but she's going to have to learn. We still went.
You could just let her like piss in the house.
No.
No?
No, that's not. No, that ain't happening.
To everyone who reached out, any listener who reached out and said congratulations. Thank you so much. It was really nice hearing from so many listeners and so many people pumped up that we're having a second kid. It was awesome. Dave, you're going to feel an absolute outpouring of love from our listeners when number 2 happens for you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I am too. I'm happy that how much older will Charlie be than
Or Fritz and Charlie, 2.5 years.
okay.
Fritz is 2.5 right now. He's handled it pretty well.
That's my next question.
There is a sleep regression that will occur, Dave, that or maybe it won't occur. But Fritz did not nap for like the first week. So it made it really fun.
Got it.
Yeah, really fun.
Every sleep regression that people warned me about for Rhodes has come to fruition. So I just assume that's going to happen too.
I just say if something happens, I'm just like, probably a sleep regression.
I
And
love
every
out.
parent just nods.
Or it's a leap. Yeah, they're growing. Their brain is growing. Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
The doctor said that he's thought Charlie's brain was the biggest he's ever seen on a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Just super smart.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. He was like, dude, this brain is fucking crazy big.
This stuff is so in my rearview mirror, like the raising a newborn stuff. It's been 8 years, man. Almost 9, actually.
I kind of forgot a lot of shit, man.
It's crazy.
This shit's not as easy as I remember it being. It's okay though.
Yeah.
It's fun. Dave, did you party?
I partied.
Tell
Had a
us
big
more.
party weekend. Not only did I party in the paddock, not only did I do a hot lap.
Right.
Shout out Alfa Romeo. Yesterday we did something. We went to a one of my son's classmates' birthday party.
Y'all get a ton of invites to classmate birthday parties. I'm very jealous.
This one was unique in that they sent out the invitation to all the classmates. We had never met these people. We knew of their daughter, but just from Rhodes, kind of name dropping a little bit. But we'd never met them, and we never honestly. Alyssa knew one person at the party, but it was very it's a weird dynamic going to a birthday party for someone you've never met, and it's you're like, oh yeah, Rhodes my son. You don't know who knows who.
Dude, it's the new version of not knowing anyone at weddings.
Yeah.
And hanging out there and just trying to feel out like who wants to be talked to and who doesn't.
That's exactly what it felt like. And luckily, great hosts. They did Pine House pizza.
That is such a flex.
They had
They could have gone Yagi's or something. But
Yeah.
they went Pint House.
they hit him with Pine House, which was a nice touch. They had not a light beer to be found. You would have been in heaven. It was Craft Brew Central in a big old
Fall beer season?
Yeti cooler. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
You get a
yeah.
nut brown for your 40th or what?
No, man. I haven't had one all season, actually.
What's your problem?
I don't know.
Somebody caught me. They had Red Zone on their in their living room. Somebody caught me looking at my fantasy thing, and they walked by how's your team doing? And I was like, you want to know? Not good.
Yeah.
I was like, you see this number right here? That's my team. See this one? That's the other guy's team. He's like, oh yeah. Even got some unsolicited Dak takes. I was like, great. Let's talk Dak. Let's do it. They weren't positive. They weren't positive.
No, I get it.
But I will say they had the very, very large inflatable bounce house that also has a slide.
Mm-hmm. Any water involved?
No water in this
Okay,
one.
that's good.
They owned it, which you can buy these for they're not nearly as expensive. You had told me 20 years ago, longer than that, oh, dude, you could buy one of these. I would have said, oh, it's thousands of dollars to own such a thing. They can get it for a few $100.
Like a big one?
A big one.
We should get one for the stew.
It's just bigger than the stew. It's about stew size.
Randy would be
actually.
so annoying if we got a bounce house.
You would get any work done.
No, he wouldn't, dude. He'd be in there all the time.
You'd be sweaty at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
No work getting done.
Woke up one morning to a bounce house inflated in our fraternity's formal room because some guys told the pledges to go steal a different fraternity's one. It just
Dude.
blew up in our formal room.
That's
Dude,
so frat.
that's life when you're a motherfucking frat
Dude,
star, Randy.
that is so
you guys
frat.
are bad, man.
Brothers
Y'all-
for life, dude.
Y'all had some good guys. Y'all weren't like top tier, but y'all had fun, man. I went to one of y'all's parties one time. I wasn't there long, but
Yeah,
it was
dude.
cool.
Yeah, y'all weren't. Yeah, Dave's right. You guys weren't considered top tier, but like you guys threw some fucking awesome parties.
Solid alumni.
Yeah.
Solid alumni.
Like if one of my boys was gonna rush with you guys, I'd probably tell him like, you know, you gotta take what you can get, but like at the same time, like you're gonna have the time of your freaking life.
That's life when you're a motherfucking frat star.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Did you black out at this party?
Yeah. That's why I look like shit today.
I figured.
Did Rhodes have a good time?
He had an awesome time. Oh, we encountered a kid a couple years older that was being a little difficult. They had the it's like a roller coaster track, and there's a little 4-wheel vehicle that you can sit on, and you kind of push them. They go down. They go woo. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like Rhodes was enjoying pushing it back up the track, and he had a kid like walk up and say, "Let me do it. You're not strong."
Oh, them's fighting words.
Yeah.
No.
I told my son he wasn't strong.
That's
and I had to
bullshit.
explain to him like, hey, he's like 2.5, man.
We were at a kids party recently, and they had like the same bounce house thing, but they had a water slide on it, and so there was a lot of water involved. And at the end of the water slide, they had like a turret that was a water
Sick.
gun.
Sick.
And this one girl at the party just turned around the turret and started spraying all the guests with it constantly. And like my dad instinct started kicking in, being like, hey, you got to stop. I wanted to tell her to stop. But then I realized like, hold on, no, this is hilarious. Like I'm going to get out of her line of fire, and I'm just going to watch her do this.
You
It's
got to
not my
embrace the
kid.
chaos.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Drench someone.
Dude, Dave, you'll find yourself getting really defensive of your kid when you see other kids like pick on them.
Yeah.
This happened to me a few times, and I'm like, I get that you're 4, but I will drag you out of this place if you try that shit again.
Just full real bros of Simi Valley.
Man, like 2 years ago, Parks was at a birthday party, and he grabbed some pizza and sat down in a seat, and this kid walks up to him and was like, "That's my seat,"
Mm-mm.
and would not leave Parks alone until he got up and moved. And I'm sitting there like, I want this kid's parent to see what's going on so he can correct his behavior, because if he doesn't do it real soon, I'm gonna have to take it in my own hands, and it's not gonna be pleasant. He's being such a dickhead to Parks. So Parks gets up and moves. He's eating pizza with like tears in his eyes, and it's like,
But no one should eat pizza that way.
oh man, it's tough. And Parks he's like smaller than pretty much every kid, so they're like, I got that to deal with too. It really, really bugs me.
Did you get the name of the family?
No.
Have you thought about hiring like a guy?
This kid had like an asshole haircut. He had like a mini mullet.
That sounds like a terrible
situation
haircut.
with like a line in the side.
Okay.
Like, okay, your parent just wants you to be a dick.
So it's like Baby Gronk.
Yeah. Baby.
Did you beat up baby Gronk?
I would.
How far could you
Why don't you
punt
just
this
hire a
kid?
big 4-year-old to beat up the kid?
I made eye contact with this kid, and I gave him like you better
Look
chill
out.
out, buddy.
Buster?
Yeah.
He's a loose cannon.
Make my son cry because he sat in an empty seat. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, that kid probably had played his Zaw card at least 3 times that week too. Fuck him.
Loser.
Have fun, dude. Getting your card revoked.
Should we stop cyberbullying this 4-year-old?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Can we hear from our friends over at Talkspace?
Sure.
You know your boy's got some anxiety sometimes. I'm pretty public about it. I don't think I've ever shied away from that. That's why I started Sunday Scares in the first place. Sometimes you get a little down, you know? And for a long time, I avoided trying to talk to somebody about it. But why wait? Sometimes people wait until something bad happens to talk to a therapist. You can get a therapist right now through Talkspace. Therapy can help you shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. Getting started is the important part. Talkspace makes it easy and affordable. With Talkspace, you can sign up online and you can get a personalized match with a provider that's right for you, typically within 48 hours. It's just a convenient way to have virtual sessions with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home. There's no need to commute to appointments, miss time at work, or line up childcare in order to attend sessions. It's mental health care made easy. Talkspace helps you send messages with your therapist so you don't have to wait for your next session. They can help shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. And Talkspace can help with any specific challenges you might be facing. It's the #1 online therapy platform with licensed therapists in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, relationship issues, and much more. It's secure and private. Just go make it happen. It's also affordable and in-network with most major insurers. As a listener to this podcast, you get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/circling. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/circling to get $80 off your first month and show your support for this show. That's Talkspace.com/circling. We've influenced in the past. We've done some influencer work.
Sure.
We influenced over the weekend.
I would say that that's what we did. What if I told you there's a war against us?
Ooh, I don't know whose side I'm on.
What if I told you that somebody's against the influence? Well, there's a Brooklyn restaurant that has banned influencers. They don't want photography and TikTok shoots.
TikTok shoots I totally get because it's disturbing. It's irritating.
Well, DAE is a new design shop and cafe that opened in Carroll Gardens this summer that has meticulously curated space with no laptop policy. Though this did not stop, quote, hordes of influencers armed with tripods who descended upon the shop in recent months. This has caused them now to write a message to everybody saying that, hey, you're out. It says TikToks and Instagram photo shoots have gotten a bit out of control.
It's free pub though.
It is free pub. Like, what's the line here? Do you want free pub from people that are insufferable with their tripods, or do you want your place to be a chill spot that people don't fear like being, viral for just sitting there drinking coffee?
If you pull a tripod out at a restaurant, though, I get it. Like that's kind of over the top.
I follow an influencer who's very public about how she does it. I'm not going to at her because I don't really trust her content enough to hang my hat from it. She gets a little controversial sometimes. But one day somebody was doing an AMA with her and they were like, how do you influence in public without feeling like an idiot? And she was essentially like, well, you don't, you just kind of have to commit to it. And she showed what she does. And it was just setting up a tripod in a coffee shop. And I was like, oh my God, dude, that is the most shameless shit I've ever seen.
You have to be totally shameless.
Did y'all see the guy that went to Target that was getting roasted?
Yeah.
Like,
it's good.
That dude set up a tripod in the checkout line of Target.
And
then walked out of the store and had to walk in and get his tripod.
Dude, he had like, that was like the fifth cut he did. He set it up all over the store and then in the checkout line and then on his way out.
I didn't think he deserved to get as dragged as he did by Twitter because I thought he kind of went crazy with it.
Dude, that's too shameless.
Our man went to Target though.
You better hope that more restaurants don't implement this in Austin, especially you, Dillon.
Why is that, Dave?
Well, didn't you say that you bring your tripod with you everywhere you go?
Oh, okay.
It's true.
You didn't have to take it there.
It's true.
You didn't have to go there with it. No, I don't.
You know what I say? Try our pod. Everyone else did.
Wow. That's really good.
I thought about getting a tripod for recording golf swing. I didn't get one. I thought about it though. I did.
The co-owner of this said people were coming in and literally doing photo shoots. They would just get one drink and stay for 2 hours shooting. How is this? Like, I know this is more of a public nuisance, but like, is that much different than getting one drink and sitting on your laptop for 2 hours taking up real estate?
Is that the Brett? Is that what
Sometimes
Brett
I
does?
look at people and I'm like, dude, you have not taken a sip of your coffee in so long, and you're sitting in like position 1A of this coffee shop, my man.
If I'm a restaurant owner, manager, I wouldn't want that. Like, I mean, some places do have rules against like opening laptops and just hanging out there for hours on end with like 1 or 2 cups of coffee.
You know how like at Whole Foods here, they have like the little parking indicator lights that go red and green so you can see from afar if there's an open spot? I think they should have those at cafes. And once your light goes red, you have to get up and leave.
Yeah, put a time limit on it.
Mm-hmm. My laptop won't like keep a charge for more than 2 hours, so I can pretty much know that if I go without a charger, I'm just in there for probably a quick little sip.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever violated that. Like I've definitely, if I'm bringing my laptop somewhere, which I don't do often, I almost feel like I have to like over order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just there, just using their Wi-Fi.
The most railed out I'll get on coffee is when I'm at a coffee shop working and I feel like I need to like sit down and drink coffees to keep the employees happy. Over tipping just so they don't like, God, this idiot's over here just with this headphones on.
Austin's probably a bad city for, if you don't like influencers. But as much as we've gone to dinner, I mean, maybe it's because we're doing it and I don't realize it. I don't really see that many people that are like obnoxiously.
New York's way
doing
worse,
that.
dude.
It's gotta be.
New York's like everyone on the streets doing it. Like you'll see people with certified tripods out in trendy areas, and it's just the worst.
God.
There's videos like that have come out recently. There was a video that I saw recently where a guy's standing on a corner and he recorded one person on a tripod over here, one person over here, and then another person doing a selfie video. It's just like, what are we doing, guys?
Oh my God.
It's Black Mirror.
The worst we do is just take pictures of food. Like that's it.
Yeah, we're not
Sizzling
the table.
fajitas.
Yeah. I mean, if you see some sizzle coming out of the back at Matt's, you see us all just get our phones out and start going crazy.
Which is common. Like no one bats an eye at that anymore.
Who the fuck doesn't record their fajitas coming out?
What's the point?
Get off your high horse.
What's the point of ordering it?
Yeah, you order it so people turn their heads and look at you and they're like, holy fuck, these guys are tight.
Are y'all gonna sizzle on Friday?
I could be convinced.
It's been a minute since I've sizzled.
I mean, if it's a big group, I'm going to over order so that everyone else has to pay for it.
I've been told there's some new menu updates.
There are some new items.
Can you new menu items at Matt's El Rancho?
And new ones. The two that I both got, a spicy bob, which is instead of ground beef, it's fajita beef, and they have like grilled jalapenos.
What?
Spicy Bob.
Yeah.
Spicy Bob sounds
We're gonna have to try
lit.
that.
And then also an al pastor quesadilla, which was phenomenal.
I feel like that's got Dillon's name on it.
It was delicious. It's in the appetizer section, but it's like priced like a entree. So
You like
I
pork.
just got it.
That sounds dank.
I love al pastor.
Yeah. Every time I go there, you always hit that Al
Well,
Pastor.
Randy, thank you for this huge update.
It was great.
You should be Al from Home Improvement dressed as a pastor for Halloween.
Did you try the spicy Bob?
Yeah, it was good.
It's good.
It was good. It's priced a little, like probably I think $5 or $6 more expensive because it's fajita beef, and I think it was good. But if I were to go back, I would just get a regular Bob just because of the price. But
it's worth trying.
It's worth trying for sure.
Hey, Will, if you or Charlie's having trouble falling asleep, you should just go back and listen to Coffee Friday, but specifically just the parts where Randy's talking on the mic should really help you.
Yeah. Randy sounded like absolute shit on Saturday at F1.
Yeah.
Friday was the worst I've ever heard.
Like what? What is with your vocal cords, man?
Are you
You
got
just screaming?
J-boned.
Just got J-boned.
Do we want to talk javelinas on this golf course or what?
This is sad.
I know. We need to. I think you know how we have Save Muni, just like the charity that just supports golf courses. I think we need to have a foundation that we start that keeps wild pigs off of golf courses.
I've never seen such an egregious tearing up of a golf course.
It's really sad when you see the groundskeeper put up the video and be like, if anyone has any tips, like let me know. Like that guy's just down bad.
How do you even go about fixing that? You have to lay new sod down, don't you?
The membership cannot be happy about this.
Well, what are you going to do?
I mean, do we all regret singing Dame Mas Javelina back in the day? Because they're just coming out in full force now.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. Like, did we have a part in this?
I mean, this thing is wrecked.
Yeah, Dillon, that's what happens at golf courses. Did you guys ever have anyone like as a kid like mess up with your local golf course and it was like a big deal? Like we had someone do a donut on a green at one of the golf courses in Harbor Springs and people were not happy about it.
That never worked into our shithead behavior.
That is the most shithead behavior. It just shows that not only do you not respect golf, you don't respect grass.
That's a very good point. Very well managed. This course looks nice.
I know.
man.
I need to know what course this is.
It's in Arizona.
They probably got some low fees right now.
I think
Do you get relief from Javelina tracks?
that's got to be ground under repair.
Top comment is, are these areas not treated for grubs? Then the same guy says, we treat for grubs.
What does that have to do with it at all?
Because the javelina are eating the grubs.
Can I ask you guys, am I the asshole question for something I did when I was in Michigan playing golf with my buddies?
Mm-hmm.
We were playing for very low stakes, but we were playing for money. So I'm not saying that I'm not without guilt. But I had a mud ball in the middle of the fairway, and I was like, I'm not hitting a mud ball when I'm playing with my boys on vacation right now. So I picked it up. I did it. And I got absolutely roasted by all of them.
You did?
And for the rest of the round, I was still getting roasted. And I was like, I get it, but like at the same time, like if you guys want to pick up your ball and clean it off in the middle of the fairway right now, I'm absolutely okay with you doing that.
Local rules, Will. Come on,
You
man.
shouldn't have gotten roasted for
Who
that.
was it? Was it Tube Socks?
Tube Socks.
What's up
No,
with
Tube Socks wasn't the leader. He wasn't the leader of it.
It's classic tubes, though.
Dude, that is a torn up fairway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's why, I mean, if anybody's seen the video of Dillon's 12-foot putt at his bachelor party that he
Mhm.
drained, there's a reason I hit such a subtle gritty.
112-foot putt.
I respect the course.
That looks like
too
the
much.
range when you're done, Dave.
No, when I'm flushing it,
You don't even take divots?
no.
That's sick. That is so sick, dude.
Really?
This poor golf course, man. I don't even play golf, and I feel bad for it.
For your birthday, I set you up with a handicap.
You got me on the gin app?
Yeah. I spent the $45 it
Nice,
cost to get you on the
dude.
gin app, and so I'll be logging your scores for you.
When was the last time I played golf?
It was probably Klein's wedding.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Which I don't remember you playing. I remember you had a stretch on that where you played incredibly.
Yeah.
I think you smoked me on the back nine. Like you should
I
just
don't know
maybe
about
play
that.
more.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I just I could get decent if I actually played.
It was a cheap round of golf.
Yeah, it was only
Don't let Klein hear this.
dude, it was only a small loan.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for covering for my ass while I was out. I really do appreciate it. It
We
feels
got
good to be
you.
back in the
Teamwork, dream work.
back in the driver's seat. It feels good. It feels good.
Yeah, you know what? I used to kind of dread doing it, but now I kind of enjoy
Dude,
it. Just kind of feels like it helps me be on my game more.
It's kind of fun when one person's out because it changes the entire dynamic of the show a little bit, and it just feels a little different. It's kind of fun sometimes. But yeah, back tomorrow with spooky season.
Ooh,
Tomorrow,
wait.
episode 4, season 5.
They always say 4 is where you hit your stride.
Mm.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.